Well, we discussed and talked a lot last week regarding on my perspective and comments regarding what was taking place to our brothers and sisters up north here in Canada, and what that nation was facing. And we had talked about the Freedom Convoy that had gathered together there in Canada, and the tremendous effect and that was brought from Canada to the world. And we saw many a nation getting France, I think, was one, New Zealand, and right here in the United States said, yeah, we're getting we're getting a convoy together, and that's going to be taking place here. In fact, they've already started right now in the States, starting on the West Coast, and they're heading to D.C. for this Freedom Convoy. But I want to talk a bit more regarding Canada and what took place over this past weekend, and what we are seeing right now. What is the latest that's going on there in Canada? Well, I'd like just to take a step back, because when we came to you here on pjnet.tv, my perspective and comments, on Friday, this past Friday, we talked about what we might be seeing here very soon, like Friday night or Saturday. The impression and what we were hearing from the Trudeau regime, that he was gathering his police force, and he had gone in and enacted state of emergency in the nation of Canada, and that gave him, Trudeau, all kinds of power to eliminate a lot of laws. And what we saw play out over the weekend was civil liberties were thrown out the window, and the police chief that had been overseeing everything that went on there for almost 3 weeks there with this Freedom Convoy that had come in peacefully into Ottawa, many trucks, and they were there. And Trudeau, as time went on, he said he was going to do something, and the police chief, I guess pressure was put on him, because they wanted the police chief, I guess, to crack some heads, and he wasn't doing that. So they brought in this, from what I hear, he's like a hit guy, one of these, we're going to go in and we will crack some heads if we have to. And that is really what we saw play out in Canada, in Ottawa. We saw horses coming in and trampling people, and this one woman, an Indigenous woman, was put in the hospital because she was trampled by one of the horses. We saw almost military-style police really cracking down on the protesters, and people were getting batoned and they were getting beaten. And we saw, I think it was Monday, the one of the trucker association spokesmen said that we wanted on Saturday to get the truckers out of there. There was no sense in having them become a punching bag for the thugs that were told you're going to go in and do what needs to be done, whatever it takes. And what they did, we saw a peaceful protest, and now we saw it turn deadly, or not. I won't say deadly. There wasn't any fatalities, but people. A woman sent to the hospital because of these tactics. But we did see caught right on video of beatings, and you're going to be, I've got a few clips here I want us to take a look at here of guns being used. not by the protesters, but by Trudeau's newly appointed, because of this act of emergency, jackbooted thugs that were coming out there, so-called police that were under orders to basically crack some heads, and that's what they were attempting to do, and it was all caught on a video. And I just want to highlight, I had been following this for a couple of weeks, and I was impressed by, they talk about homegrown journalists, people that were they were out in the morning, early in the morning, walking the city of Ottawa there, downtown near the Parliament, and you saw quiet, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, things were quiet, and they were just walking and showing what was taking place there, and the pictures of the trucks that were lined up there in that area. That's what you saw, and getting good commentary of what was taking place there, almost like a carnival atmosphere. But it wasn't that. On Saturday, you had the police that were out, and they were going to beat some heads if they had to. And we're going to see some video of not only batons, but we saw other tools that were at that Trudeau and this newly anointed police chief that said he was going to go in and get the job done. And we saw the tactics that were being used. But again, I wanted just to kind of highlight, we're going to see a few videos here that will encapsulate and just take a look back at what has been taking place, and the announcement that just took place this past Wednesday. Justin Trudeau announced this past Wednesday he is lifting the state of emergency after 9 days that he enacted it, saying that the police have and the tools they need, that the local police now in Canada have the tools they need to continue to deal with the unlawful protesters. So again, he wants to continue demonizing the truckers, but we know there was a video capturing exactly what Trudeau was pushing, and the guy that he put in place to replace the police chief there came in, and I would say he was all about cracking heads and intimidating the protesters. And we're going to see how that escalated in these video clips here. I think I've got 3 here that discuss what took place over this past Saturday, and also what took place this week with Trudeau lifting this state of emergency there in Ottawa. So here, take a look at what the update and what has taken place over this last weekend, and up till right now. Take a look.